Hey guys, today we'll look at altcoins and just a quick update on Bitcoin price as well. Yesterday, you remember we were looking at the price was something like $9,200, and I was saying that there is a gap on CME and also the BitMEX funding and premium index is growing. So if there is a chance that we will go lower, instead of that, we grew almost like $700 from that point, but it didn't make the things better. We actually couldn't go above $10,000, we couldn't make a higher high, and we couldn't even go above this channel, like we couldn't break it. Instead of that, we made these bearish divergences, like massive 4 hours bearish divergences. I posted this on Telegram and on Twitter as well. RSI, stochastic RSI, MACD, I believe also stochastic itself, all three bearish divergences, and also BitMEX funding and premium index grew even more. So it led to the fact, and moreover actually closer to the point of the drop, there was another bearish divergence on a short time scale, 1 hour time frame. So this happened actually earlier today, and we had the drop after that, quite a severe one. So basically we returned to the same area, but it doesn't seem that price wants to stop anywhere near to that level because there's no volume again. Here actually also wasn't much of the volume, but we still somehow made it happen. So maybe we'll just find the support on this trend line as well. Also, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement level, for example, like that, we made it up to 23.6, and now we're having a support at 38.2. So it's very likely that we actually break it eventually. Second one is 50%, and this is almost $9,000. Still, we may expect some pullback over here, but we'll see how it will happen. The idea is that the premium index is still quite high, and there is nothing positive on the chart at the moment. I mean, we couldn't hold the level at all. The correction is severe and very fast. So let's look at the altcoins. First of all, I would want to mention our Bitcoin dominance chart. You remember, maybe if you stick with the channel for a while, that we had this kind of a silly pattern, but still it played out fairly nicely. It almost reached its target at 77, but we were at 74, 73, and now you see we're actually forming something similar to what we had over here. So we are going sideways, and we don't have a sign for the dominance going lower, so altcoins don't have much chance to grow with respect to Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think we'll continue to draw something like a channel over here, maybe between 65 and 75. It depends on the movement of the price of Bitcoin. In fact, it should be pointed out that it's actually quite hard to trade alts these days. Well, not only these days, but in general, because they always kind of bounded with Bitcoin, and as soon as Bitcoin goes up or down, alts are following it, and very often in quite an unpredictable way. You see, if we look with respect to Bitcoin, basically what we generally have is lower highs, lower lows, and although here it was some kind of a hope that we'll have a reversal at some point, but you see we don't have a strength. Ether cannot even recover after the fact that Bitcoin dropped and the price of Ether to Bitcoin also dropped. With respect to dollar, basically no life at all, no signs of any kind of activity for Ether. After reaching this $360 in June this year, we basically are going down, 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 down. Nothing positive at all at this chart. XRP looks not that bad, I would say. First of all, because it showed a little bit of the strength after this low, and especially if you look at the price with dollar, although of course we had this spikes up and down, but after this drop it actually recovered pretty nicely, and although it's not that strong as Bitcoin of course, but still it at least holds its previous level, while for example the same Ether doesn't do that. Bitcoin Cash, no signs of life at all. With dollar, basically the same thing, lower highs, lower lows, nothing interesting. With Litecoin, the situation is even worse because we are going down even lower than this low. With respect to dollar, it might seem like it's not that bad, but still from this trend it's going down as well. EOS, pretty similar to Bitcoin Cash, no signs of life at all. With dollar, similar to Litecoin, and the only one light in the end of the tunnel is BNB, in my opinion, because you see, I think it recovers much faster than the other altcoins after this drop. it had a little bit of the strength here. It even tested this previous support slash resistance, and with respect to dollar, it actually forming higher highs, higher lows, at least on this pattern. Of course, we would need to go above, let's say, $25 at least to show a little bit more confidence in this trend, but despite its like very beginning, it's still better in my opinion than the other altcoins. Of course, there are other ones like NEO, right? Recently, because of the news from China, it grew from $7,000 to almost $14,000, but I would be very cautious with that because it's like it sounds like a pump and dump, and there is nothing organic about this growth. I think it's more likely that this growth like this one or this one will be closed and the price will go much lower. So of course we will look at the situation, how it will evolve, but in general I don't think that there is any hopium about this price action, and I would be very cautious like buying at this area. I would more expect this to go lower from that point. So concluding that, guys, basically what we have is that there is no even minor implication that there is kind of a alt season upcoming soon, anytime soon. So I would say that altcoins will look at how Bitcoin will behave and whether it will go to, let's say, new local high, or maybe will go and break the $7,000 once again. In any case, altcoins will probably follow one way or another. So that is why it's probably better to pay attention to Bitcoin instead of just trying to play a lottery with altcoins at the moment. But of course, we will keep our eyes on that, and I will try to keep you updated. So far, that is it for today. I hope that it was useful. Thank you for watching.